Hello and welcome back to another Rubbish Rides video. I haven't been here for a long time. This is my Jeep. It's a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's got the 2.7 liter Mercedes diesel engine, turbo diesel. It's got like 163 horsepower. And I road tripped that car to Romania. Why? Because I wanted to. And why this car? Because I initially bought it for road tripping it. I've spent 2 years dailying it. I couldn't go on vacation because of work-related issues. And this was the first year I could actually use it to go on vacation. So I did just that. But I didn't just go on vacation. I had to do things first to the car. She's not the youngest. She's at about 340,000 kilometers on, which is a lot, considering it's an American car. But the German engine and the German gearbox makes up for the other parts that are not that reliable. So engine and gearbox wise, it's a very reliable car. This car is stock. I have not modified it mechanically. I have just fitted some all-terrain tires. I initially had some Hankook Dyno Pro AT2s, but I had to change them in Bulgaria for Bridgestone dealers because I popped one tire because I was not the most intelligent driver. So yeah, this car, it's in my ownership for about 2 years now. I've owned it since 2023. I've done a lot of kilometers in it already. I bought it, it had about 280,000 kilometers, so I'm about 50 to 60,000 kilometers in. I know this car very well, hence why we decided to road trip it to Romania. Because also I have my ancestors, my father's from Romania, I have my ancestors come from there. And I just wanted to go back to this country, to this beautiful country. Modification-wise, I have done mostly the interior and some exterior mods. I have fitted an awning, a homemade roof rack courtesy to my friend Harry, and some snowshoes. On the Expedition version, I had some other things on as well, like fuel, water, and some ramps that I use, luckily, because this car has been flawless through 8,200 kilometers in terrain. So yeah, I will now show how the car looks on the inside, because that is where all the modifications happened. This car being a Jeep, it is technically a Jeep Grand Cherokee, let's say. It is technically an SUV. But what does this make the car not an SUV? Because it is not an SUV, it is a 4x4. It has two rigid axles, it has a low gear ratio, so it's got a low range gearbox, it's got diff locks, and can do anything the big 4x4s can do. It just has an SUV body, which again, this car is suitable for that kind of travel, because A, you can do long distance runs on highways in big covered, at 120, 130 kilometers. You have AC, you have heated seats, you have everything you need to be comfortable. And second of all, you can do the hard off-road stuff. I mean, of course, it's not a Land Cruiser, it's not a patrol, but even in stock form, Land Cruisers and patrols are, I think, on the same level as the Grand Cherokee. I might lean myself a bit, but in my opinion, they are very similar. They have very similar off-road capacities. It's when you start to modify them that they start to show better or worse qualities. That's when you modify them, of course, in Land Cruiser you get more for your money. The Jeep stays an SUV. It's not that big, which is pretty cool. And it just drives well. It's a very, very good car to live with. I have been dailying this car for about a year to work, and it's done some reasonable mileage, and it's done some reasonable car. I never had to do anything big on it except replacing the front axle, because the front differentials on this car are very, very fragile. They tend to break if you don't check the lube often enough. The gearbox, the diff oil likes to seep out of the axle seals and everywhere else. So the front and the rear diff are weak points, but they're not weak if you take care of them. And this car seemed to be very taken care of. I haven't had any major issues with this car yet in 60,000 kilometers, so I say it's a very good car. Yeah. Let me show you the modifications on the inside, because that's where the important parts are. The modifications of this car are all in here. Yes, I modified it to sleep in it. So this is a complete plywood construction. I built it myself. It is not the lightest. The construction itself adds about 70 kilos to the car. We were packed. We were left for 1 month, so we had a lot of stuff with us. So I think we had about maybe 200 kilos to 250 kilos in total of charge in the car. So the car was pretty charged, but it still did the job really well. So what did I do to make this car a camper van? I would not call this camper van, but what did I do to be able to sleep in this car? I basically built a bed. It was not very hard. It was pretty straightforward. I inspired myself from 4x4 channels, 4x4 videos, and companies who do this kind of stuff to 4x4s like Patrols or Land Cruisers or even Defender, but I adapted it kind of to my use. So the spare tire is not here anymore. The spare tire is up there. We have a secret hidden compartment down there, which is accessible by a very special way that I'm going to show you later. And I have 2 big drawers here. 2 big drawers that I can pull out. Right now they're empty, but this is the kitchen and this is the fridge drawer. So we have a fully equipped fridge that works very well on 12 volts, and we have a fully equipped gas kitchen, which is very important because I love to cook, and even when camping I want to eat good stuff, so I want to be able to cook really well. I wanted to do a cooking segment on the travels, but I have not managed to do it because of time constraints, but I will once do a cooking show in this car. My drawers here, they support 50 kilos on each side. They are on sliders that work pretty well. This one has ventilation for the fridge because the fridge heats up really fast, so it needs ventilation. And this drawer also has a second compartment, which I'm going to show you in a second. So this drawer, which I call the food drawer, has 2 compartments. It has this compartment that we use to store all our condiments and dry food. This is where the gas stove goes. I will show you pictures of that. And underneath here we have another storage for different stuff, mostly gas bottles and stuff we don't use that often. On this side of the car, because the drawers don't do the whole length of the car, we have some smaller cupboards. So this is the clothes cabinet in which I was storing all the clothes. And on the other side we have the same thing, but for mechanical use. So you can still see there I still have some oil and some random tools flying around. So yeah, it's a very easy, it's a very simple system. As you can see, it's a very easy, very simple system. It is built. I think it cost me about 100 to 150 euros to build, like to build and to create all of that. I used a lot of materials already had from previous road trips, from when I road tripped the Fiat Panda, and it worked. It worked perfectly. So we slept here, 2 persons, my girlfriend and me, and it was okay. At the beginning, it was a bit hard to get used to the headspace, because it's not a lot of headspace, but after 3-4 nights we got used to it very well, and because we went also to colder regions, so we had the temperature ranges from 38 to 4 degrees. When it's cold, you're good inside. You're really, really good because the car keeps you warm. When you're warm, you can sleep with the rear glass open, like this. You can sleep with the rear glass open like this, and you have a magnificent panoramic view on the place you're sleeping in, which is the goal. So yeah, that was the car I traveled with. Around very good car. It was very easy to make it like this, so anyone can do it for under 500 euros. I mean, if I have done it, you can do it as well. If you have some mechanical and some, if you have some like just manual ability to do it. Everyone can do it himself. I encourage you to do it. If you have any questions, you can just send me a message on Instagram. I will answer you. But this is very doable by yourself. I encourage you to do it. It is a very, very beautiful way to travel. And it is also a very, very beautiful way to learn new countries, to learn new cultures. Yeah, enough talk about the car. Now I'm going to show you some pictures of the travel. We kind of set off without a plan, so I have not really made a video about it. I've just filmed my favorite moments, and I'm going to tell you some anecdotes and some things about the things I've filmed in the voiceover. So, see you in the second part of the video. So wherever we go on 4x4 trails, like no matter if it's Bosnia, Serbia, Romania or anything, there's always a local in a VW Passat or a VW Golf driving the same road as we did. And I'm feeling hard with my 4x4, but he just went up there with the Passat. So that kind of takes the credibility away from everything. I hope you liked this video. I'm very proud of my car. I will continue working on it. I will modify it a bit. I want to lift it up because I realized that we were very charged, and without a lift we were still doing pretty gnarly off-road stuff. Without a lift it was pretty complicated. I want to modify it a little bit. I want to give it a winch. I want to give it 1 or 2 more goodies that will make off-roading easier, but as such, and I want to make it lighter. So I want to rework my sleeping concept as a lighter and as better. So yeah, this car, very good. Road trip, very good. I will try to make more travel content if I can, because this is my favorite thing to do in the world, is traveling, especially into Eastern European countries and by car. So I will try to do more travel content. I'm gonna try to do more content like this. If you like it, don't hesitate to give me some feedback in the comments. Yes, this video was a bit out of the ordinary, and it's a bit different because I have not really planned to make a video about it. I wanted to do it, but with the time constraint it was a bit complicated. So I've made the best out of it. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like my content, please like and subscribe, and see you soon. Goodbye.